Tell you what, I'm not real excited for my Giants either.
Why? The Pierre-Paul thing's nothing to worry about.
No, but they, with the whole Victor Cruz nonsense, I think he's going to end up holding out, and it'll be a big mess with him. Knicks, his deal's up after this year. I know they want to re-sign him, but what kind of money are they going to be willing to throw at him? We lost Yura. Pierre-Paul's got the back thing. Tuck hasn't been the same since really 07, I think, or 09. His numbers have pretty much been going down steadily almost every year.
Since the last Super Bowl, yeah, he's gone.
They're moving Kiwanuka from linebacker back to end, I heard. So that just takes another linebacker away, a position which we don't have any of.
Got Herzlich.
Our offensive line and our quarterback's about our bright spot, and I don't have any faith in any of our running backs. Gotta tell you, I think the Giants could be in for a long year. Unless Eli becomes Peyton, unless Eli puts up big-time numbers and really just takes over games.
Big numbers, small turnovers.
I don't see it happening. I mean, listen, I love Eli to death. I think he's a great quarterback for the Giants, but I just don't think the Giants are going to go in many places this year.
See, and that's the thing to me, though. I don't think the Giants got really any better this offseason, but at the same time, I still actually think the Giants are the team that wins the NFC East this year. But I could see the NFC East being won at 8-8.
I have zero confidence in Ramses Barden. He's been there, 3 years already, and he's done nothing. And Wilson, no faith in him either. He's a shifty little back, but he, not enough to get us what we need. He's already had some fumbling issues in the past, and unless Coughlin gets that corrected. Plus, he's not a guy that's really a between-the-tackles runner as far as I've seen, so... I'll take your word for it for now, but
you actually are one of the few Giant fans I know that don't like Wilson. Pretty much everybody that I'm friends with likes Wilson.
Yeah.
All my friends are freaking Giant fans. How the hell did I?
He did it for Virginia Tech. Listen, he didn't do it at a school that was competing for national championships. He did it at Virginia Tech. Nice program and all.
Yeah, but you can't really use that though, because some of the best players in the NFL are from small schools.
Yeah,
I mean,
I just don't have faith
just because you play an SEC school, or you play on a team that competes for a national championship, doesn't really mean that much.
I just don't think that he was worth a first-round pick.
I think McCoy. I mean, McCoy went to what?
Pittsburgh.
Pitt. I mean,
Pittsburgh's an all right football school, especially when he was there. I think they were all right.
They're pretty much in the same realm as the Virginia Tech.
Yeah. Well, no, I think Virginia Tech might actually be a little better. I just don't have faith in this kid, David Wilson. And I've been calling it since before the Giants won in 07. I think Coughlin should have been gone back then. I think Coughlin should be gone now. I'm not a big Coughlin fan. Kevin Killdrive has got to go. He's awful. Perry Fuel, But Dave, real quick, because we only got about 2 minutes, you got any thoughts or comments on Garrett possibly saying that, hey...
Jerry Jones is an ass. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, why?
Because he's literally just chopping everything out from underneath Jason Garrett.
But Jason Garrett says it's not necessarily true that...
Because Garrett's just trying to let it go. Look, I'm not ever going to sit here and try to say Jason Garrett is a Super Bowl head coach. But if there's one thing I'll say about Jason Garrett is he believes in the process that he wants to take the team through. And I believe that for a team to become successful, you have to go through a process. You have to get the guys in there that you believe should be in there. You have to get people into your game plan and your mindset, and you need to build things and, so on and so forth. He got his defensive coordinator that he wanted. He's fired. He didn't want to bring in a guy to be an offensive coordinator. They brought one in anyway. His opinion in the draft room means about this much.
By the way, what are your thoughts about them sharing was it Jerry Jones that gave everybody the sneak peek of their draft board?
Well, apparently it wasn't on purpose, but it happened because
'cause
he
took 'em
he lets Cowboys.com do interviews with them in the draft room.
Yeah.
So by doing that, cameras see the draft board because Jerry's a genius and sits
Well, apparently
with
the
draft
cameras
board
are
right
supposed to
behind him.
be only pointed at like Jerry and whatever, but
Yeah,
pointed in directions so that they're not facing the
Yeah,
draft.
but Jerry chooses to sit in front of the draft board.
Yeah.
So when they record it and then it gets on the internet, people can hit pause and stop. And when I read that breakdown, I was like, you got to be kidding me. Because apparently somebody actually took the time and went through the whole damn thing. And the guy that they drafted with their first-round pick, they had a second-round grade on. The safety that they let San Francisco trade up to get, they had a late first-round grade on. I'm like, last I checked, the 18th pick is closer to late than early.
Yeah.
You need safety help. Look, I could sit here for the next half an hour and tear Jerry Jones apart and not repeat myself once. But I don't want to waste anybody's time.
No, but
We all know he's an idiot.
But pretty much my point in bringing it up is what do you think about Jason Garrett? Is he about at his wit's end? Do you think Garrett's about ready to get out of
Jerry
Dallas?
Jones is going to do the same thing to him that he did with Parcells and any other coach that we've ever had that has actually had a mindset and a game plan on how to build a competitive team. Now, is Garrett's game plan correct? Beats the crap out of me. We're 500 since he's been our head coach. But he has a game plan. And the one difference that I've seen with them that I haven't seen since Parcells was the Cowboys head coach is that they go out and play every game.
Now, who called the plays last year?
Garrett. He's been our play caller since 2000. When Parcells left 05, I think it was.
Something like that.
Yeah, or maybe 05, 06. He was our play caller that following year.
Okay.
Then we decided, 3 years later to make him the most expensive offensive coordinator in the league so that he couldn't go get a head coaching job. He was supposed to take over in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Garrett was actually their first choice over Harbaugh. He was supposed to go there, but Jerry's like, I will pay you twice what they're offering you to be my offensive coordinator.
Yeah, no.
So you have that much faith in this guy. He's your offense coordinator. We were the number 3 offense in the NFL last year.
But that was my point, is the offense didn't cost them games last year, especially late in the year when Dez Bryant took off the second half of the year. They were a better offensive team, and I really found the problems on defense. That's why I was wondering to you, I know they changed defensive coordinators, but did Jerry Jones need to come out and say that Callahan's going to call plays now?
Well, the worst part is Jerry says it, then Callahan says it, and then when Garrett gets interviewed about it, he's like, my job is to do what's in the best interest of the Dallas Cowboys. Like, you can tell he's just like, I don't know. He's like, I have no idea. Whatever my boss says is pretty much what I got to do because he signs my paycheck. And it sucks. Owners own. Your job as an owner is to own. Sign paychecks and bring in the right people to do the job. Not be the owner, the president, the GM, head of player personnel, head of this, head of that. There's a reason CEOs are only a CEO and not also the board of directors and the president of marketing and the president of, there's a reason for that stuff.
Yeah.
Because as a CEO, your job is to try and give it an umbrella look and be able to have people come and tell you what's going on and work with them, not take their damn job. If there was anything that would drive me to stop being a Cowboys fan, it's not losing season after losing season. It's not missing the playoffs year after year. It would be Jerry Jones. He would be what would drive me to stop being a Cowboys fan. Not gonna happen. I'm staying with my team. I'm gonna do it. But if there's any guy that would drive me, it would be him.